Thank you very much, Tom. First of all, I'd like to thank the Bristol Sports Hall of Fame for including me in this distinguished group of inductees. I'm probably the one person who has demonstrated virtually no athletic prowess, except my coach, Danny Valerio, would disagree. Um, it's really a very special recognition, in particular because of two people who are also being inducted along with me. Jerry O'Brien, who went to Providence College many years before me. I would view Jerry as the natural, probably the smoothest basketball player you could ever imagine. And so it's really a special honor to be included with him. And as hard as this is to say, it's also a very special honor to be included with Chris D'Amato. I watched Al D'Amato was my best man. I was his. We built the concession stand together at Edgewood Little League. Chris spent every day, every night at Edgewood Little League, and we watched him grow up. And we're very proud of his accomplishments. Most of you may be most proud of his athletic accomplishments. I'm much prouder of one other thing. He saw something at Bristol Eastern that he didn't like and committed it himself to change that. So Bristol Eastern now has lights, has a scorer's box, in part because of his and a group of other people's decision that if you don't like something, you don't complain, you do something about it. I went to St. Anthony's Grammar School and high school, and we were imbued with the notion that if you have talents, you need to use them not only for yourself, but for others. And that you should give not only back, but you should give forward. And so I've spent a good part of my total life not only working with my family, my two sons, my wife, and our grandchildren, working at the Phoenix and building a career, but also trying through those experiences to find a way to give back, in particular to kids. I've had the fortune of looking at a lot of people come through business, and it's very clear that the most effective people in business are people who combine academics with athletics. You learn lessons through athletics that you cannot learn in the classroom. And for me, athletics is an important and an essential ingredient if we're going to have young people develop into very productive and effective people. And we're going to need them more in the future than we have needed them in the past. And Bristol's a very special place. Bristol has one of the most fully developed sports infrastructures for kids of any community its size. And I took full advantage of it. I had the benefit of it. I am happy I had a small hand in helping to further that. And my request to all of you is we should not take it for granted. It needs continuing and ongoing support and nurturing. Otherwise, it will atrophy, and it will not be what we want it to be. I am very proud of the Sports Hall of Fame because it not only heralds sports achievements, but it tries to instill leadership values in kids. and it really has sports in its proper perspective. So I thank you all. I thank in particular my family for coming and sitting through this. Bob Callett mentioned the fact that Carolyn and I are married 50 years. Well, the truth of the matter is it's been like 70 to 80 years for her and only about 20 for me, because just as other people have gotten their wives into strange and very difficult and unintended situations, you know, I'll come home and say, John Leone asked me to raise money to build the Eastern Regional Little League Center. So I did that for 5 years. Maury Lavero wouldn't let me get out of my backyard, and we decided we should build a new Boys and Girls Club. That's another 5 or so years. I would not have been able to do any of that without my wife. I love her, and I thank her. And I thank you for this very, very special honor. Thank you.